I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. After a win over the Boston Bruins in the first half of this back-to-back, the Leafs now have a 5-game win streak as we head into the second half against the Carolina Hurricanes, which is also the last game of our regular season. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Carolina on the first line, Logan Stankoven, Logan Cooley, and Gordie Howe. On the second line, Brian Rust, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Daniel Elferson. On the third line, Brian Bradley, Michael Backlund, and Steve Larmer. And on the fourth lines, Tim Hunter, Patrick Kane, and Brandon Duheim. On defense on the first pair is Ryan Graves with Dan Boyle. On the second pair is William Haidt with Sean Walker. On the third pair is Dmitry Kulikov with Nick Jensen. Starting in net is Eddie Jacquemin with Frederick Anderson backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Dante Fabro, Jeff Brown, and Terry Harper. An update for the Leafs injury report. Lanny McDonald is now healthy enough to play, but I think we'll still sit him just because it's the last game of the season. Might as well be sure. And Eric Lindros will be back by April 5th. So, playing for the Leafs on the first line is Zach Hyman, Bobby Clark, and Peter Bondra. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Brock Nelson, and Mark Parrish. On the third line, Marcus Johansson, Scott Lawton, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line, Sean Podine, Jonathan Taves, and Philip Kurashev. On defense on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Tyler Myers. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Corey Sarge. Starting in net is Artur Shilov with Dominik Hasek backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Randy Hiller, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald.
Great night for hockey. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. Well, we know the home team is ready to go for the playoffs, and it's the final tune-up before they do it for real. Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. The Leafs get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Puck scooped up by Boyle. Moves a pass in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. The Leafs take it across the line. Toronto's got the puck along the wall. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Tries to get the puck over to Howe. Slides it across. Gets a piece of it with the glove. Feeds it up ahead. Here they are on the attack. Gets a piece of it to keep it out.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Gets the puck in deep. Carolina's got possession of the puck. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Toronto's got it along the wall. Pokes it away, great hand high. Absolutely levels them.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Dishes it off. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Picked up along the wall by Murray. Standing tall with the save. Gets the puck in deep. The Leafs have it now. From off the wall and onto his stick. Dumps it in. Grabs the puck in the corner. Misses the net. Oh, I think he wants that one back.
You know he does. Uses his physicality and his IQ to get to that scoring area, and then he whiffs it. I mean, he's going to want that one back, James.
Angles it over to Johansson. Dishes it to Myers. Feeds the puck across to Murray. On the attack along the boards. Carolina's got a hold of it against the wall. Here's a short pass to Kane. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. And it's kicked away. Slides it diagonally to Burrows. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Jensen. Bank pass off the boards. Hunter's got it along the wing. And now it's grabbed by Podine. The Leafs move to the offensive zone. Picked off by Jensen. And the puck sails into the bench, forcing a stoppage of play. A reminder, the team store always accessible to you online, 24/7, 365 online. But don't forget, you can also visit their location in person at the arena, open 7 days a week. Check it out, some very cool stuff to get your hands on these days. Carolina's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Sends one up to Taves. Jensen's got it in the defensive zone. Grabs the puck here at the blue line. Taken by Larmer. Across the line from center. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. And he feeds it down to Kurashev. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Shot! Oh, he gets his glove on that and just enough to keep it out. Gets a hold of the puck behind the net. The Hurricanes are in transition. The Leafs gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Big time.
There we go, Jonathan Taves.
Now, if you're playing against him, you know you got to keep your head up because of that, James. He knows how to hit, doesn't he? He physically engages, and he separates the body from puck, and the puck winds up going the other way, and he's there to put it in.
Toronto's got the game's first goal as it finally comes in the back half of period number 1.
Yeah, it's been a real tight opening period. Both teams back and forth, defensive style of play here. But, James, they get the first goal at the back half of this first period. I expect things to open up now. A little more creativity to shine through.
And some good footwork to kick it away. Tries to feed it over to Valimaki. Snaps it on net. Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot and you know that you've got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
Toronto's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. From point-blank range, shuts him down.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Passes on over to Alfredsson. Carolina's got it in their own zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Runs them hard against the boards. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Sarich has taken the puck now here inside his own territory. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Big-time stop there. And that's off a stick. Sends it over to Rust. The Hurricanes pick up steam and are on the attack. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Slides the puck over. Dubois got it in the defensive end. Picked up along the boards by Duhaime. Quick pass across to Alfredsson. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. And makes the save.
I would have lost the puck 3 times by the time that I'd been handled like that by the coverage. I mean, but he does it. He just knows how to move and maneuver his body around the puck. He can shield it, and he maintains possession for a great shot on net.
Scooped up along the wall by Taves. Point blank stop by Jacobin.
Well, a grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Denies him.
Seeloff is able to make that save and put the rebound in the corner.
Tries to get it over to Lawton. And now he angles it across to Burrows. The Hurricanes gain control of the puck. From the back of the cage with the puck. Denies him in front.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
The Hurricanes get a hold of the puck along the boards. And he takes the pass. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. Quick pass to Provorov. Passes over to Burrows. With possession along the wall. The Hurricanes gain possession. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Pass to Kulikov. Takes a shot. Oh, I think that went off his mask and somehow stays out of the net.
There's a ton of pace to this game right now, and both teams trying to dictate with quick counters and how they're skating off the puck extremely fast, which is generating a ton of speed. And it's a track meet, trading chances at both ends.
Toronto's been playing in one direction all night, and that's towards the net, and they lead here late in the first. The Hurricanes will start off on the attack after winning the draw. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2.
Good start for the Leafs. Let's hope they can add to this lead in the second.
Welcome back, She's Pounder. I'm Sabalski. You do you, and here comes period number 2. Still a lot of hockey left in this one as period number 2 gets underway. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
The Hurricanes didn't get off to a great start at all. I mean, they've been chasing the game, and the real reason why they're behind in this one, they haven't had any possession time.
Lots of time left in this period. Toronto's ahead 1-0. Carolina's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Scrum along the wall. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. Moves it quickly over to Foot. Handles the puck. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly, no time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit.
One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Hurricanes get a hold of the puck in their own end. Grabs possession of the puck. Oh, and he clocks it perfectly in the offensive end. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. The Leafs continue to lead here in this second period, looking strong offensively. Toronto's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Turns him away. Sends a pass over. Now he slides it up to Alfredson. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Looks to pass it to Burrows. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Nelson. Broken up with a little physicality. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Broken up in the neutral zone by Nelson. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. The Leafs win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Jackman! They put the puck into the offensive end. Nelson's taking it from his own end. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Uses the boards with the bank pass. Great poke check on the reach. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. Receives the pass. Looking to set up offensively. Provorov's lugging the puck. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. The Hurricanes have it behind the cage. Up along the wing. Quick shot and makes the save. Grabbed along the boards by Larmer. Shilov freezes the puck and we'll get a face-off coming up.
Well, he hasn't been busy all night, but just real good decision there to just jump on and gobble that puck up.
The Leafs continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone tonight. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Into the attacking area from the left side. Works it across to Stankoven. Great pass from off the right side. The Leafs play it along the boards. Here they come on the attack. The Hurricanes move it ahead. And a good smack with the stick to get it down. Quick feed to Stankoven. Grabs control of it at the point. Moves it over to Clark. Toronto's across the blue line. Slides the cross-ice pass. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. Toronto's got it from behind the net. Here's a blast. Oh, can't get it to go.
Well, and it's a good scoring chances. A quick release shot, but unable to convert.
And they'll dump it in. The Leafs have it behind the net. Puck grab by Morrissey. And he serves it across to Taves. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Puck picked up by Walker. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. And now he moves it to Kurashev.
I'm going to guess that he's going to look to drive the net and shoot the puck, given that he's one goal away from his next milestone.
Through center along the wing. We got a whistle as the puck sails into the bench. More than half the frame has been played here. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. The Hurricanes win the faceoff at center. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. The Leafs have it now. Dumps it into the O-zone. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Wrist shot from the slot. He scores!
Scott Laughton.
And he finally gets his first goal with his new squad. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I think that's a song, isn't it? I mean, he's been feeling it, hasn't he, James? I mean, it's been a while, and I think there's a sense of relief that goes hand in hand with that goal. But the entire bench loves this one. I mean, not only does he score the goal, but he wins the battle that allows him to gain possession of this puck. I mean, it is a fight, it is compete level that gets this goal.
The Leafs extend the lead to 2-0 now in period number 2.
Yeah, and this is about right, James. They are holding the play, they've maintained possession, and they're getting a ton of shots on net. You look up at the scoreboard, you say the right team is winning.
And a great heads-up defensive play here. Fires it into the offensive zone. And he's ridden off the puck. Carolina's got it in their own zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Toronto's in on the offensive attack now. Carolina's got control of it now from their own end. Throws it in. The Leafs have it against the wall. Handles the pass. They gain the zone from the left side. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Trying to clear the zone. Taken along the wall by Boyle. Turns that one away. Slides it back to the blue line. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Toronto's done a nice job of generating pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. Angles it over to Rust. The Hurricanes take it along the wing. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Burrows has it in the defensive end. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. And now it's over to Rust. Puts it on net, and not much on that one. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. And that's a smart heads-up play by Provorov.
Well, no question this is a frustrating play for everyone. It almost feels like it's...
But can't beat the post.
Toronto's players can't get too frustrated here with the multiple hit post, James. They're in the lead, they've been effective in the offensive zone, and they're continually generating some shots.
Carolina's got a hold of it along the wall. The Hurricanes move the puck in the defensive zone. Sends it in deep. Grabs the puck. And the puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to regroup. Takes the feed at the point. Too much traffic in the lane. Puts it in deep. Picked up along the wall by Foot. Big time save with the one-timer. Getting into the later stages of this period, and it's a comfortable 2-0 lead we're looking at right now. Moves it to Jensen. The Hurricanes will play it from the defensive zone. Intercepts it at center. Swing and a miss. Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Slides it diagonally to Larmer. Sends the pass over. And now he tries to get it across to Bradley. And there's a glove save on the play. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Toronto's been bringing the heat offensively all night long, and they continue to lead here late in this middle frame. There's the horn, 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice. Back with the third period next.
Another good period for the Leafs. Now they just gotta have one more, and we'll finish the season with a winning note.
Welcome back. She's Shell Pounder. I'm James Cebulski, and we are ready to bring you period number 3. And we are underway here in period number 3. All right, Cheryl, how do you sum up what we've watched so far tonight?
The Hurricanes need to find some urgency in their game if they want to get back on track in this third period. They're losing right now because they're being outplayed, out-hustled, and outmatched in terms of their tenacity on the puck. Just look at their possession time. It is too low to be a difference maker out there.
Still plenty of time left in this frame, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. The Leafs win it. Pushes it across to Howe. Down the right side and into the zone. Howe's got it deep in the offensive end.
Oh, Logan Cooley breaks the shutout.
You almost needed a double take there, James. When you hear that sound, sometimes you think it's out, but this one goes in. When a game is tight, you really got to roll up the sleeves, and it's always about the details, and it's often the leaders of the team that have the good habits that lead to opportunity, and they certainly needed this one. You can see it on the bench right now.
Carolina's got to be feeling confident now, getting that one back, Cheryl.
And it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, James. They've held the lead and they've given up one. Now they're within one goal, which means it's striking distance in the third period. As a defender, you know when they're coming, and they got to win this faceoff and dictate the pace.
Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Toronto's turned good defense into good offense as they lead it early in this third period. Carolina's won the draw. Puck moved over to Graves. From the neutral zone now. Toronto's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Clark. Gets it over to Hyman. The Hurricanes have it now. Carolina's looking to break out. And now he angles it across to Clark. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. We're still in the early stages of this period. Carolina's shown a new energy over these last few minutes. They got one back, but they still need one more in order to tie. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Toronto's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Quick pass to Nelson. From the opposite point. Denied by the goaltender. Moves it quickly over to Nelson. And a great save. And that's off a stick. Shot! That's not going to fool him. Picked up along the boards by foot. Straight up the middle. Here they come. The Hurricanes gain control of the puck against the wall. Quick feed to Rust. Puck scooped up by Provorov. Sends it into the offensive zone. The Hurricanes gain possession along the wall. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Sends it in on the attack. Toronto's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Larmer. And there's the save. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here. The Leafs have been peppering shots on goal all night long and they continue to lead in the third. The Hurricanes will go to work here in the offensive zone. The Leafs take it along the wall. Whacks it into the offensive zone. The Hurricanes get a hold of the puck along the boards. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Moves it to Larmer. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Grabbed along the boards by Lawton.
Toronto's third line is having a great game tonight, James. I've been really impressed with their play. And it gives the coach a lot of options when you're looking at matchups when you have that third line contributing.
And now it's grabbed by Bradley. Sent into the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Valimaki. Taken by Johansson. Puck grabbed by Duhaime. From the right side, they gain the zone. And not much on that one.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Steps inside the line. Shot! Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Here's a short pass to Valimaki. The Hurricanes take over on possession. Oh, just a textbook hit. Quick pass to Boyle. Picked up along the wall by Kane. He takes a moment to backtrack but maintains possession. Rocks him. Moves the puck. Oh, what a save of the play! Whoa!
He's doing absolutely everything he can to keep his team in this game, James. Unbelievable save.
And Cheryl, listen to these fans here. They are getting loud. Some of them are getting on their feet here still, applauding that save we saw.
James, I think it's the appreciation for the desperation save, the compete, the will to keep that puck out of the net, and they're really showing him the love.
And a good heads-up defensive play in the open ice. Puck picked up by Kane. And that carries off a stick. Good use of the body to knock him off the puck. And he takes the dish.
Seeloff's with a terrific save. I mean, really keeping his opposition at bay here, and that's a message that he's saying for his coach. He's letting them know, listen, let's get going. We got to be better than this, and it's going to start now.
Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Tries to feed it over to Burrows.
I was never expected to score, James, so this never really bothered me. I was always on the defensive side of it. But listen, the goaltenders had to make some huge save. Everyone's talking about the chances. How about the tenders and their positioning and the ability to move within the net?
And we've got an offside with a face-off looming.
Taves is a real competitive guy, but I do not think he was ready or expecting that hit there, James. A reason why that he's shaken up and not 100% right now.
Uh-oh, another injury.
Here in the back half of this period, we've got a 2-1 game. The Hurricanes take control of the faceoff. Stankoven's moving the puck through his own zone. Oh, look out against the wall.
Well, and this is done perfectly, James. No stop sign here. You know, you're not doing it on the numbers. A nice, clean hit. And everyone on the bench erupts with that one, knowing that not only do they gain the puck, but a message-sending hit along the wall.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Toronto's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. Carolina's got the win off that draw. Trying to get it out of danger. Oh, and that's a big-time clear there.
The critical juncture of the game, and you're in your own zone. You got to find a way to get that puck out, and you do it. You focused on the details, and you made sure you got it.
The Leafs played along the boards. Carolina's looking to break out of their own end. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Late goings of this period, it's 2-1. The Hurricanes win the draw here in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Jensen. Passes it to Howe. Great hands to handle the saucer feed. Zero fear on this guy's part as he blocks it. Myers works the puck in his own zone. Here's a shot, and there's the save. Picked up along the boards by Provorov. Quick feed to Stankoven. Shot! That's gloved by Shilovs. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone face-off. And off the draw, they'll take possession. And that's a great heads-up play by Johansson. Feeds the puck to Lawton. Less than 60 seconds to play in this tight one. And puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. Reads it perfectly in the defensive end. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Goaltender has made his way to the bench. The extra attacker's out. They need a goal here big time. Feeds it to Lawton. A shot at the empty net.
Oh, Scott Lawton gets another one.
And the three-time gorilla's finally off his back.
You said it, and the body language is pretty evident how he feels about himself right now. Relief, James, getting his first goal with his new team. As that empty net goal went in, everyone on the bench and on the ice knew that that put the game to bed.
The Leafs may have found the insurance marker they needed on that last empty netter there, Cheryl.
Outside of a major hiccup, that should be it, James. That should seal the deal. That lead should get the win.
They've got the defense outnumbered. Big-time save. Oh, he is looking good in there tonight. Intercepted in the offensive end by Nelson. And as the final seconds tick away, listen to this place recognize a hard-earned victory. Picked up by Graves. That's it. There's the final horn to close this one up. When you're playing as well as you have been over the last few games and your winning streak comes to an end like it did tonight, can you still feel good and find positives after this?
Absolutely, James. I mean, you're coming off a heater, quite a streak. You still put in a good effort. A lot of takeaways, positives, whether it was in the D zone, in the offensive zone. I think they can build towards another win, but you got to give a lot of credit to their opponent who played them very tight and real tough.
Thanks so much for joining us. We had a great time. Hope you did too. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Good night.
Good win for the Leafs. They finished the regular season with a 6-game win streak as they outshoot Carolina 28-17. Carolina out-hits Toronto 36-28. Toronto has more time to attack, better passing percentage, won the faceoffs 14-13, and there were no power plays in the game. For the box scores for Toronto, you had Lawton with 2 goals and an assist, Morrissey an assist, Taves a goal, and Burrows, Murray, and Johansson with assists. And Shelovs made 16 saves on 17 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .941 save percentage. For Carolina, had Cooley with a goal, Stankoven and Howe with the assists. Jackman made 25 saves on 27 shots, 2 goals allowed for a .926 save percentage. And with the win, Toronto finishes the season with a 39-8 record for 107 points and first place in the league. And for the first round of the playoffs, our matchups will be Toronto versus Edmonton, Utah versus Seattle, Houston versus Buffalo, Philadelphia versus Atlanta, Tampa Bay versus Chicago, San Jose versus Hartford, California versus Dallas, Columbus versus Winnipeg, the Islanders versus Montreal, New Jersey versus Quebec, Anaheim versus St. Louis versus the Eagles, Colorado versus Carolina, Vancouver versus Montreal, Boston versus Minnesota, Vegas versus the Rangers, and Nashville versus the St. Louis Blues. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game for Game 1 of Round 1 of the playoffs between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Edmonton Oilers.